Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. In today's video, we explain why and how this whole Charter, Spectrum, Comcast, XFinity, and T-Mobile tie-up is going to work. What I mean by a tie-up is a business partnership between these three companies, and really it's T-Mobile having a partnership with Spectrum mobile customers and T-Mobile having another partnership with XFinity mobile customers. Important to know that these are going to be specific elements and things for wireless business customers and not for the consumer groups, right? So if you're a consumer, residential, Charter, Spectrum, Comcast, XFinity customer, this doesn't impact you currently. All right, this is strictly wireless business customers. Now, we speculated on the news that broke yesterday that this is likely a cost measure, right? We do believe strongly that T-Mobile came in with a cheaper price, potentially, and that may have earned them some of this business. I think that, obviously, that probably what a lot of people were thinking. Historically, that's what T-Mobile has done in order to garner the business of, I don't know if you guys remember the Public Safety Organization in New York and all those kind of things. You'll hear T-Mobile say their network is better, and that's why people are choosing it. Look, the fact is that T-Mobile always comes in cheaper, and that's how they get these kind of deals, right? So we speculated that, and that may or may not be the case. And then we also speculated potentially that, T-Mobile offers this slew of 5G advanced features that nobody else offers, and that could be unique because this did come in for business customers, right? Well, that has probably been disproven. According to a source intimate to the situation, there is a reason to believe this has nothing to do with 5G advanced. This has nothing to do with network features per se, and has everything to do with T-Mobile being more of a network fallback. So this would be like in the case of, there's no hotspots around, the Charter, Spectrum, Comcast, XFinity hotspots. Those aren't available. There's none of the cbrs, small cells or whatever sites that they built, and Verizon's not working. It's literally about fallback. So what I mean is, if you think about it, you have a SIM card that's installed for Spectrum Mobile or XFinity Mobile, and it runs on the backbone of the Verizon network, and everything else, nothing is working. There's a secondary SIM slot within iPhones, and this could be in Galaxies or whatever, right? And you can activate another line of service. And it could be data only. It could be voice and data. I don't know what it would be. I'm guessing it would be voice lines that also include data. But this would mean that T-Mobile would become the backup plan for Spectrum mobile business and XFinity mobile business. So this would essentially be a feature, a unique feature that these business customers have that no other business customer group would have, because Verizon business customers don't have this. AT&T business customers don't have this, nor do T-Mobile business customers have this, right? This would be unique. So I feel pretty confident based on what the source is telling me and who the source is, so I'm not going to question it. I'm going to just wait and see. This is scheduled and slated to happen in 2026, so we won't be hearing about this, coming into play for a while. But there is an earnings report that is coming out today after market close from T-Mobile. Interesting that AT&T wasn't involved here. You would think that they would be in play for this, but apparently they weren't. Not sure why they chose T-Mobile. I guess we could speculate the cost. But based on this information and this new information, one could surmise this is not going to involve a lot of money, right? Because it's going to involve utilization of gigs of data, and they're still primarily going to be on the Verizon network, right? It's a backup plan. So T-Mobile likely had to come in very low cost for this. maybe like $10 a line or something, as a backup plan. And it wouldn't be going to the consumer, group, because that would be very expensive for, Comcast, XFinity, Charter, Spectrum to have to pay for that network access, and then it doesn't really get utilized, right? It would be specific for the business customer use case. But interesting, isn't it? We'll wait and see what happens. We'll learn more soon, and then we can confirm things. But I hope you guys understand my position. This is not to poo-poo on T-Mobile, but they're the backup plan. They're not the primary, and that's not really. I think things between Verizon and the cable guys are just fine, just based on this information. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Drop me some comments. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more videos. See you guys soon on the next one.